Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Stick coming back at you with yet another new video, and today is a totally different kind of video than what I usually do on the BoyStick channel. I was actually thinking about putting this on the Honestly Lazy Show channel, but then I was like, that's a shared channel, so I feel like because it's just my own personal experience, I should just do a quick little just kind of talk and just pretty much tell you something that happened a year ago today that changed my life pretty much. Now, it was nothing really bad. One bad thing happened that kind of changed me a little bit, but then something else happened literally the week after that just really helped me out. Now, if you guys didn't know, obviously I am a huge music junkie. I literally have both tattoos are related to just music. And throughout my life, I've just always loved music. I always link on to a musician or a rapper that really gets a grip on what's going on in my life. And they just kind of become my favorite thing for a long time. All the ones I've jumped on are still one of my favorites today. I jumped on Class 5 when I was about 14 because that's when, puberty was crazy. And Classified's music was really speaking to me. And to this day, I still listen to Classified every single day. I got on stage with him when I was 17. He really did help me through a lot. But a year ago, I discovered a band through a friend. And on October 13th last year, they came out with an album that pretty much changed my life. The album's called Young Beauty and Fools. If you guys have never heard of the band Glorious Sons, or this album, or The Union, go on Spotify, go wherever the hell you can get it. Get a hard copy, get a vinyl, get whatever the hell. Please check these guys out because these guys within a year have blown the hell up, and of everybody I've ever seen blow up this quick, this band definitely deserves it. So I guess I should kind of tell you the story of why these guys are so near and dear to me to this day, and why their album kind of changed my life a year ago. Well, I ain't gonna lie, a year ago, I was boozing hard, a lot harder than lately. This is only one beer and that's probably all I'm gonna have today. There was a time last year where it was pretty much back to me being when I was 18 and just boozing every chance I could. And with all the boozing in the world, there's always that one bad night, and one really bad night happened to me where I ended up getting fucking just the shit kicked out of me. And after that, I was kind of like, well, damn, it was definitely a wake-up call. And I kind of was like, well, I don't really know what to do now. That's when the BoyStick channel actually started coming together. That's when videos started coming up, was because of this experience. But there was still something that was just kind of missing. I'm going to start doing YouTube videos again, but there's nothing really there to help me. There were friends that would just chill with me and stuff, but to me, it's always been music has always been the one thing. And I heard about the Glorious Sons. Kill the Lights was always on the radio, which was, I think, one of their biggest songs at the time. And I was kind of like, I can fuck with this band. Now, at this point, I already listened to The Union. That was an amazing album. Amigo was hands down the best way to end that album, and it's hands down probably one of my favorite songs to this day. But with this album, it was so weird because everything that was going on in my life, every song kind of was around it. The album's pretty much about people's lives and partying and where it's got them. And the lyrics that were on this were pretty much where I was in my life at that point. I think I listened to them on repeat for honestly 2 months straight after I bought this album on a hard copy. I actually filmed a YouTube video of me buying the album. If you go back, it's the first one with Craig in it. There's lyrics on the album. There's lyrics I got a heart in me, I swear. It's saying in the back of the bar somewhere, everything you've heard is true, so let me make it up to you. It's there was points in my life where that was me with the girls at that point in my life. I got a heart in me, but all I wanted to do was party. I didn't care about anything else. All I wanted to do was get away from issues. There's also their hit now, which is Sawed Off Shotgun, which is playing everywhere on the radio, and that song is one of the most catchy songs on the album. And that one really honestly didn't speak much to me The other ones were more because they were talking about drinking and all that type of stuff. Really kind of spoke to me more than anything else. The song I Need to Rest My Poor Heart, that's just a work of art of especially where I was in my life, where it was just like I needed to calm down. And it was just so weird that a week after I realized what the hell I was doing and how I was fucking my life up, an album comes out that literally spoke what I was living through and spoke to me in a way that literally has pretty much helped me change who I am. This album has actually helped me start writing songs again. I was a big songwriter, but all I did was write rap music because I couldn't sing. I already had been playing guitar for about 2 years, and once this album came out, I was like, damn, these guys are like speak lyrics that speak to the small town folk. And because of that, it made me want to start writing my own songs and try to just do my own thing. I cannot fucking sing worth a shit, but I still love writing. So it's still something to me that really helps me out. Like I said before, these guys are like for the small town folk. These guys' lyrics, I feel like, are more influential to a small town kid like me than any fucking new country song that's out there. These guys literally write from their heart. They make songs. They're supposed to help people. They literally just do this to, I feel like, just to help people. To continue on why I love this band, they're still pretty much my favorite band to this day. After a year of just pretty much each time they come on the radio, I crank it. Each time they come on my iPod, I crank it. Fuck, I just put on the albums for fun and just crank them for hours on end. After I bought this album, they released a Canadian tour. It was like someone was watching over me and pretty much was saying, you gotta go see Glory Sons, because they did their first show in Toronto, they announced, and that show sold out. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what, I guess I'm not gonna go see them. And then they released a second show in Toronto. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll go. I don't know. Maybe I'll go. And it sold out. And then for some reason, they're like, fuck it, let's do a third show in Toronto. And that's when I was like, you know what? Let's see what they're like live. I looked up one song live. And I was like, buying tickets right then and there. It was great. It was pretty much the best concert I've ever been to. And I've been to Tragically Hip. And I felt like these guys had a better environment than Tragically Hip. Not saying anything bad about Tragically Hip, don't get me wrong, that band's concert was fucking insane. But these guys, their energy, everything about them, it was just like, oh my god, they really kept the 800 person show just wiling out the whole time. And it wasn't a mosh pit crowd, it was just like everyone was just having a good time, and it was just amazing. It was the best kind of experience I could ever have at a concert. They, from what I've seen on social media and stuff, they did that show, they did the Kingston show, and then they went to Europe literally the next day. They did Europe, they did the United States. They were pretty much just getting their name out there and blowing up. And I mean blowing up. Blowing up to the point where they got to open up for the Rolling Stones. Right when they did that, right when they opened up for them, I was like, they'll never do a small venue in Toronto again, which broke my heart. But I was like, you know, they need to pack in the fans somehow if they got a bigger fan base. And I was right. I was 100% right. They're doing another Canadian tour. They're coming to the Scotiabank Theatre. Now, the first year they did the Phoenix, which was an 800 person show, and now we're doing the Scotiabank Theatre, which I don't know, that's where they had the Leaf games. So obviously they've blown up a lot. I'm just doing this video just to, like, I know the guys will probably never watch this video, but if they ever do, I just would like to thank you guys very much for some of the best music I've heard in a long time, and some music that hasn't spoke to me as well as AR music since I was 14. Honestly, I hope you guys don't break up, and I hope you guys just keep going, like, just keep killing it. I hope you guys come out with another album soon. I don't know. You guys been teasing and posting songs that we've never heard of before and doing stuff like that. And if you guys ever do watch this, I would love to sit down, do an interview with you guys. I know I'm just a small little YouTuber, but if you want to do an interview while you're in Toronto, I will meet you wherever the hell you want and do an interview with you, just because I want to meet you, and I got questions that I feel like are different questions, and I feel like you guys would fuck with. Just once again, thank you guys very much for like an amazing album. I'm so glad you guys blew up this fast, because you guys deserve to be this big, this fast. With that all being said, thank you very much for watching this video. I know this isn't a usual video you get from me, but I just had to cheers to my favorite band and just like letting them know that their music is insanely good and they should just keep going with what they're doing, because they're going to fucking just keep on killing it. With that all being said, if you like this video, leave a like. If you want me to do more videos where it isn't just making fun of other YouTube videos where I just talk in front of a camera about a subject, leave a comment, leave a like, I guess, if you want. Subscribe to the channel. That will show me that people are interested in a video like this. And have a good weekend, everybody. Cheers, and it's your boy Stick. I'm out. Peace.